Welcome to Crypto Vulture Trading. Today we are going to see about the topic why we need to enter in the market or why the Bitcoin is going to make a huge returns in upcoming 6 to 9 months. What are the reasons? What are the proofs we are going to see in this video? So before that I am asking you to follow our YouTube channel and subscribe the channel, and many social media links we gave in the description. These are the best time to follow our content. You will get the huge information from it. So let's start the video. So basically, if you observe that Bitcoin has taken its birth around 2009 when it started trading in the market around 2011. From that, when it doesn't have the value, from that period it entered into the market about $2 to today. It made a new high of $74,000. Now it is trading around $62,800. So why now we need to invest on the Bitcoin? Basically, every 4 years, Bitcoin used to have the halving cycle. So if you observe each halving cycle, the Bitcoin is making a new all-time high. So when it is 2017, it made one new all-time high. After here 2020, when Bitcoin another second halving, the Bitcoin reached to $62,000. Now, if you observe here, March 2024 Bitcoin halving happened. So now from the summer, when it is ends the summer, the market will rise. So again and again I am telling you who are following us from the worldwide, who are staying with us from many years, 2000, more than 2000 member. I am literally telling you this is the best time. So when does the summer starts and when it going to end? So as per the North America, because in the worldwide we see the market statistics from the point of view of the USA. So the summer starts in the June 20 and it's going to end in the September 2022. So what is the reason in the summer what we need to do? So this is the summer period. If you observe that Bitcoin taken small profits here, people are consolidating. So who are the short sellers? They are selling their Bitcoin and longs are buying. So whales were accumulated their Bitcoin. So if you see the average returns of the every 4 year, now we are easily expecting that 1,25,000 will be the next return. So it is not a simple explanation. With the proofs I am going to share in this video. So what will happen in summer? Something is going to take place every year. So historically, if we see the Bitcoin, how it paid the returns, we will see in this video. So if you see historically, in each quarter, in year we used to have the 4 quarters. So you will see the initial quarter and the final quarter, the average return of the Bitcoin is more than 60%. So if you combine these 2 quarter, it is more than 150% return. If you hold the Bitcoin per every year, there are some years, if you observe the 2016 and 2017, there was the massive returns in the Bitcoin history. And the same time, if you see the 2013, there is the huge returns. Why it is happening? Because the halving takes place, the market is going to rise of the next year. At the same thing, if you see the 2020, here the greens, it has been huge return. So the ending quarter 4 and here the initial of quarter 1 was the huge return. And here we need to understand what will happen in 2024. The same will replicate here. The Q4 is going to be a huge return, and the 2025 of quarter 1 will be the huge return. So as the proof, if you see from the 2013 when the Bitcoin started trading, already it completed its decade. It proved every time it is growing. So we need to compare with many other things as per the Economic Times. So Economic Times is not any simple paper. It is publishes it all economic things worldwide. If you see as per the Economic Time, every year the average returns you are getting from the gold is less than 5%. Means you are investing $100 on the gold, it is paying you around 105. Means only $5 is your profit per year. For example, you need to see what is the average inflation of every year. So average inflation, if you see per year, it is 6.3. For example, today you are getting 1 kg of apple around $100. Next year you need to buy the same apples are going to pay 106. But if you invested on Bitcoin, indirectly you are losing $1 per every year. The same thing if you see the stock market, on average returns it is paying around 3%. So but there are some companies, if you really invested in the proper thing, maybe you are going to maintain 10% returns. But if is you compare with Bitcoin, the average every year return is 62%. In the world, no one paid this return. That is known as the cryptocurrency. So in Bitcoin, it will never ever it will lose you, because it is a decentralized institution. Everyone has a part in this institution. Like a institute here, people are going to invest. So the average returns, if you observe from the 5 year, 10 year, 15 year and 20 year, you can see with the real estate you can make around 13%. With the gold you are making 8.4%. With the fixed deposit you are making 5.5%. And the property, if it is a real estate, you invested in something in a land, that too in a municipality or a cooperative area, you can maintain 6.2%. Then if you see the wholesale price index, means the average inflation from the wholesale side, the manufacturer side, you can see the 5.5% the inflation is rising. From the retail side the inflation is rising 5.7. So if you observe here, at least gold and equity lands are little bit saving you from the inflation. But what about the fixed deposits? So those who are investing on fixed deposit, they are in the loss. Because fixed deposit is giving the return for you, but indirectly what is happening? Inflation is growing. Inflation, no one can stop the inflation. Every year, every country needs the growth. Inflation is inevitable, it will come anyhow. So what about the 2020? If you see the 2020, a single year Bitcoin gave you 300% return. Silver, small cap equity, you compare with anything, here you can see the fixed deposits average is 6.1% to 6.4. So you can compare with anything, the Bitcoin is the winner, and every time it has been proven. And we need to understand why we need to go only Bitcoin. Any other countries are not investing on Bitcoin. You can see USA is holding the 2,15,000 bitcoins. China is holding the 1,90,000 bitcoins. Like that, UK, Germany, Ukraine, El Salvador, Bhutan, Venezuela, Finland, Georgia, all more than all these countries are holding the bitcoins. Why they are holding the bitcoins? Because all countries are holding previously gold, silver, everything, and equities, bonds. Right now the new asset class is came. The new asset class is a virtual class, digital class. That class is nothing but a cryptocurrency. So now this also have the power, it also have a money power, it also have the related. So NFTs, RWA, everything, the new technology is coming in the because of this crypto blockchain. So each and every country is holding. So now the US elections, the biggest debate is happening about the Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Why? Because the upcoming 5 years US is going to face the huge backlash because of the huge inflation the country is facing. So right now they are entering into this new virtual reality, and this all AI, artificial intelligence. So everything is linked with the blockchain. They are entering into the Bitcoin, and you need to understand that here many companies are holding Bitcoin more than USA. A company, you can know that BlackRock. Anybody can search in the about the BlackRock. They are the biggest asset class company in the world. Not even a country, not even a continent. It is a top most asset class company in the world. So that company is holding more than 3,58,000 Bitcoin. The second, if you observe that, you can heard that Fidelity, it is also the biggest asset class. Those who the all rich people used to pay money for them to get the returns, they are holding around 2 lakhs. So like this, many companies are investing in the Bitcoin. So around, you can see here, companies and countries almost they are holding 10% of the Bitcoin. What happened with the 90%? So 90% are still with the many other who are the early investors. So right now these inflation is increasing, so everybody are showing interest for the many asset classes. So right now the cryptocurrency is the best asset class. You need to see very carefully why it is. Because you can, already I posted in the Telegram. Here I can show you that Bitcoin price history and the USA elections. Every November, with 4 years and 5 years, US elections is going to take place. After the US elections, the markets are going to skyrocket. You can see in 2016 and 17, the market reached to the new peak, and 2020 and 21 also reached to the new peak. So 2024 and 25. So the next 6 months are going to be the super months. And not only this, the global liquidity is coming in. Why? Because the recently USA has decreased their interest rates, that are showing that the markets are going to get the more liquidity, more money when the people how they used to spend on the asset class. So the now best asset class is the cryptocurrency. And summer is also finished. Whenever this halving year summer is going to finish, you can see here when the summer finished how the properly you can observe here what the returns. Now the summer is finishing, what is going to be the returns you can imagine. And 2020 you can see here when it is the after the summer 168% return you got. And you can see in 2013 458, and 2017 215. Whenever a summer finishes, mostly the winter, they will tell that crypto is going to boom all asset classes. Every time it happened with the proof, the average return in the final quarters it paid around 100%. So friends, this is the best time to enter the market. And here you can easily imagine this in a 10 years what is the return of the bitcoin. You can see very simply here in the simple chart where it started and where it is heading towards. So the next heading. So here a Fibonacci retracement is there. This tool will explain you anything you can compare with the Fibonacci, because you can see the counting of the pineapple, all the numbers will be in the Fibonacci series. You can see the watermelon seeds, and you can expect any animal will give a birth, that. And you can see the trees in the ecology environment, everything is depends on the Fibonacci. So here you can see the previous returns, then it entered into the 61 and 78. So they will called as this a golden pocket zone. When you miss the golden pocket zone in 2022 ending and 23 early, now their chance is to get here. So where it is going to reach. So that I will show you here every. See here, 1,35,000, 1.61 every 4 years. What will happen in the crypto history once a Bitcoin reaching to its halving level after the US elections? They are increasing 161% every time it is increasing. So all suitable futures are expecting in the market. And you can see the America, because America is the biggest player in the world. We need to compare them. And here you can see America, their stock markets are growing every year, right? And right now, the liquidity, because of the recent days, they were decreasing these interest rates. Their liquidity increased and they also increased. So this is the time when you see a normal asset class is increasing, then crypto asset class is like a rocket. You can see, you can't expect that. It is like a rocket. It is continuously increasing thing. So every year you can see first halving, after halving it will increase, then people will take the profits, again they will invest, they will take the profits, again investing, taking the profits, again investing. So the finally you can see here with the diagonal line I can show you every time it is increasing only, it is never decreasing. So these asset class can't be bought, because this asset class is the first asset class decentralized one. Because the gold you can carry on your pocket, it is impossible if you have 100 kg. But if you have 100 bitcoins, you can carry easily. That is the difference. And many other features with the blockchain in upcoming videos I am going to show you. So friends, right now why we need to invest in the bitcoin I told you, but what is more important we need to understand here, invest more than bitcoin in altcoins, because now altcoins will flood like anything. One altcoin price is for example $1, it can reach to 100, 120 also, we don't know, because that alt session is also starting now. So better to come into the alt session who has already have the profits in the bitcoin. Try to share your 50% bitcoin profits with the altcoin, because they are going to make you millionaires or billionaires in this moment. So friends, in this video I shared all these things. If you still have any doubts, in the comment section you mentioned that, and you can ask in the Telegram support also. I am going to share you the whole knowledge. So stay tuned with Crypto Vulture Trading. Have a nice day. Signing off.